Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 16 of Civilization 5 on Deity as Poland. Once again, before I start, I'd just like to thank one of my subscribers, Kenny Wilson, for his generous support on Patreon and for sponsoring this video. So I'm relatively happy with the position I'm in at the moment. We are still at the bottom on score, but I'm not really being pressured too heavily by the AI at the moment. I really don't like this Moroccan settler over here. Maybe we want to go in and try and sort of block him from settling right on top of us. I'm not too sure exactly where he thinks he's going, but I don't like it anyway. So I'm going to move some units there and try and sort of block him in case he's... Actually, are there any valid spaces down here? No. No, he can't come down here. There's no valid spaces, so no need to worry about those. We've got a fish tile here, so we are going to need to work on a workboat at some point. But yeah, overall, I think it's going quite well. ASCII is the runaway leader. Unfortunately, I can't really get to his capital because it is not coastal. We could probably try and take out Timbuktu, but I don't think we can actually get to that because the sea is on the wrong side. We could possibly attack Gao. I mean... If I've got some ships with +1 range, we can do some damage to it from the coast. Not an awful lot, so it's not really that realistic of a possibility. So I'm just going to play it by ear, see how things go, see how well we do on tech. While we're not being pressured by the AI attacking us yet, it still may happen. They do have the habit on Deity of sort of pouncing on you out of nowhere. Oh, of course, we're now actually following the same ideology as the Songhai. Actually, again, it's been a week or so since I've played, so the first video of the week always takes a few turns to settle into and try and sort of remember what was going on. Now, I didn't get any early adopter tenants because I took an ideology that a few people already had, but the main reason for doing it, of course, was to make sure that I didn't really get any sort of happiness impact from being the wrong... Yeah, because Morocco's order, Austria's also order, but the three of us are autocracy. Songhai and Sweden have got very high tourism output, so we shouldn't have to worry anything about happiness, even though it isn't necessarily the best ideology for us if we want to go for a science victory. And I was a little bit worried about going for a science victory, because I thought, you know, going for science victory all the time is boring, but then I remembered, well, hang on a minute, we are playing as Poland, and Poland can into space, so we've really got to go and do it. There's quite a few things that we could do with. Do we need the seaport? We don't really have any ocean resources there that we can reach. At least we would be able to build water units more quickly, so that's not a bad thing. I mean, a windmill would benefit us overall. So would a castle come to that in case we do get attacked. There's a lot of things we need over here in Wilsonia. The forge could be useful. Do we have any iron close by to this? There's one tile. It will give us an extra production on that, I suppose. I think we're going to go... Is there any fish close to this as well that we can reach? No. I think we will go for the windmill, because the windmill is just basically overall extra production. We do need to get a fishing boat over here, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and purchase one. Can we not purchase a workboat? No, because we've got a unit stationed in there, which is... Is it because of the Admiral being in there? We want the city. Okay, so one of the units being stationed in here... Was it not the Admiral I moved out? Was the General. There was a General and an Admiral in there. That's useful. There's the Admiral. There we go. That should now allow us to do it. Workboat. There we go. Wonder what was going on there. It was a bit weird. So we need to put the Admiral back in and the General back in. Okay, units needing orders. The Admiral, you can't go back in there at the moment, so you're just going to skip the turn. And we'll sort that all out on the next turn. I still need another cargo route as well. You guys can just... I really probably should upgrade some of these guys now to Gatling guns to make them a bit more defensive. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're never going to reach those diamonds, unfortunately, so there's not really a lot of point worrying about that. We could go and build a fort on this hill or something, but I don't know, maybe we'll wait and get a mine there when the time comes. Difficult to say. Do I want to upgrade these guys now to Gatling guns? It's often better to wait until they've got +1 range, so I don't think I'm going to bother with that right now. We'll wait a little while before we do any upgrades. Again, we're not under any immediate threats that I can see. That could all change at a moment's notice. You want to go to war with Sweden. I'm still amazed that I'm actually managing to keep friendly with both Morocco and Sweden, because they do seem to hate each other. You want to go to war with Austria. I'd actually be kind of interested to say yes to that, but even though I could fend off Austria, I don't really want to make Songhai any stronger. In fact, I'd prefer the Songhai and the Incans to knock the snot out of each other for a while. That would probably help things immensely. Losing grasp on Sydney, we don't care about that too much. We have a great writer. So let us go ahead and we're going to get our workboat down here onto the fish. We are going to get our admiral back in there, and we are going to get our general back in there. Let's get this fishing boat on the actual fish. And then that tile, make sure we're working it. We're not working the public school either, which we really should be. Any tiles here that we're working that are less than ideal? Not too bad, actually. The tiles that we're working here are all fairly decent. 3 turns the city will grow. Would be nice to actually work the aluminium for the extra science there. Oh, we're going to connect that up, so we'll be getting rid of the jungle anyway, which means we won't have the science. So, yeah, we'll move someone down here when the time comes. That'll be okay. Do I want to work the public school? Well, yes, obviously I do, but I don't want to stop working one of the other tiles to do it, so we'll wait a little bit. Warsaw has finished its factory, however, so we would like to get... we could still do with some of the other guilds. We could try and get that porcelain tower, actually. We might be able to get it if we're really lucky. Are we likely to get a great engineer? Not anytime soon. Let's go for the porcelain tower. 9 turns until growth. Can we get some extra out of that if we stop working some of these? That gets us down to 23 turns. Is there anything we're working that's particularly food light where we could move? That wouldn't stagnate us. That'll get us down to 21 turns. Don't want to stop working the science ones. That wouldn't stagnate us, but that would get us down to 19 turns. We could start trying to work some of these slots, but I think 19 turns. We'll try and build it in 19 turns if we can. We've got Rudyard Kipling there. We are going to... I don't know, do we want to make a great work? Is there any point in having a great work? I mean, it's not like we have to worry too much about the ideology pressure. And what is it going to do for us, really? Because we're not going to get a culture victory. So I think we'll just go for the political treaties and see if we can just get a little bit closer to our next policy. You can now go back to sleep because you are where you need to be. This cargo ship, our best trade route is... I mean, we could try and send production... we could try and send production to Warsaw from somewhere else. Saleh was making us a lot of gold. In fact, actually, we'll do it this way. You were going to Saleh before. So let's do this. You are going to highest gold. It's still Saleh. And Githyonia, we are going to purchase a... if I can find it, cargo ship. And then on the next turn, we'll send production down to Githyonia. Sorry, from Githyonia to Warsaw. Because hopefully that will allow us to get the porcelain tower a little bit more quickly. That'll be really good for us if we can get it. Hopefully we can. Not too sure who else has taken rationalism. Not all of the AIs do take rationalism, which is worth remembering. Austria plotting against us, hardly surprised by that. They're moving a lot of archaeologists around. 18 turns until we get a new great scientist. Let's go and, as soon as the turn thing has sorted itself out, let's just go and have a look at the global politics here. Not seeing any yet. Where are we? Where is our culture? Yeah, we're full rationalism already, but I can't see anybody else with rationalism. So we might actually be okay getting that. Let's hope we are. Anyway, we have grown in Krakow, which wasn't a great city. 26 turns until it grows again. That is giving good production there. You might be better off in a tile with better food, though. 19 turns until growth if you are there. Guess we can probably deal with that. In fact, actually, no, let's put you there. There we go. So we'll grow you a little more quickly. We've got an unemployed citizen down there, actually. Got one unemployed citizen. Why aren't you working in a tile? Or did I just move you out of the tile? We want one of you in there. There we go. 19 turns until growth. That's fine. That'll do. Obviously, I hadn't clicked on it properly. Borders of Warsaw have grown to forest plains. It's a hill. We could put a mine there. I'm sure I had, at some point, a worker that was supposed to be going up and working on that aluminium. There is a worker up there. He's right there. So I assume you're heading up to that aluminium mine. You're just taking a long time to get there. That's fine. Why is my admiral not in there anymore? Cargo ship. You are going to go to Warsaw with production. And can you get in there now? Yes, you can. Okay, fine. Sleep. So, now it's 15 turns until we've done the porcelain tower. That is good. You're going to sleep as well. So, Morocco are getting a few units down here. I'm not overly concerned about them. I think we could fend them off if they did attack. They're still wandering around over here with this settler, but there isn't really anywhere it can go. I'm not giving you open borders, Austria. I have enough of you with your open borders HRE policy in EU4. So I'm not letting you sort of wander through my territory in this game. Declaration of Friendship has expired. That is with Sweden. Hopefully we can get that back. We'd like to keep it if we can. Declaration of Friendship. Yeah, they're still happy to do that. That is fine. Means we can get ourselves some more research agreements, and I probably should keep saving up for some of those as well. We do have some coal that we can sell should we need to get ourselves another research agreement. We've already got 3 of them. In fact, one of them will be ready in a couple of turns, and then another one in 5 turns, so I should make sure I've got some techs queued up. Austria don't like us because we are friendly with Sweden. Which is fine. I think Austria is the one that I'm spying on. I haven't checked that for a while, actually. We are spying on... Yeah, we're spying on the Incans. We're spying on Austria. That's actually a long time to gather intelligence. I think we have to move you from Vienna. That is going to take an incredibly long time to expect you to do anything there. We'll spy on Graz then. And Cusco, 47 turns. That's also quite a long time. So let's move you from Cusco and move you into Machu. Might be slightly quicker. We'll check them out anyway. We can steal a technology, though. We can get archaeology, and we can get military science. What are we working on currently? We are currently working on replaceable parts. So it's a shame that we've only got one of these ones. Now, what's going to be more useful to us? Military science would lead us into dynamite, then eventually into railroad. But archaeology would also allow us to get our own archaeologists. Might be worth it. We might actually have some antiquity sites nearby. We've actually got one down near Wilsonia. We've only got the one, which is a little bit disappointing. But it will allow us to get a little bit of extra culture coming in. Really, we don't have any other antiquity sites in our territory. Obviously, we know that there's that one there, but we can't really do anything about that. I'm surprised that there aren't more nearby. I really am. There is one down there. We could go and nab that for a great work. So, fair enough. Githyonia has grown. I wish you could move population between cities sometimes. 19 turns until growth, or we could put you in the public school. I think we'll put you there for now. So units needing orders, you guys are definitely going to work on a mine. We will lose the food from that tile and the science. I like how it tells you that chopping down the jungle loses the food, but it doesn't tell you that you lose the science. We get that science because we have a university. Ideology adopted. The Incas have gone for freedom. That's very interesting. I expect that they're going to be getting a lot of pressure from the Songhai. So the Inca might be having some happiness problems. We'll have a look at that. There we go. We've got replaceable parts. I still forgot to queue up my sciences, didn't I? Which was silly of me. Okay, we want to go into plastics. We want to go into biology. And we want to go into military science. And probably then into dynamite. We'll see how it goes, actually. I'll queue up dynamite just for the time being. Just so we've got the artillery. We're probably not going to need it. Wilsonia has grown. You are now working that tile, which is mainly production. 25 turns until growth. 31 if we untick that. Sooner put you in that public school, actually. Get you doing that. Okay. That was the thing. We were going to have a look at the happiness of... Where are we? The Inca. No, they are still happy, actually. They are content. We actually have dissidents now. Why do we have dissidents? Freedom from the Inca. An order from Morocco and Austria. Maybe we do need to start getting ourselves some great works then. Maybe we do need a bit of culture to try and... bit of tourism to try and push back against that. I think we should be okay overall. I mean, we could always try and wipe out Austria. That would solve the problem. But we're not having happiness issues right now, so as long as we keep on top of that, we should be fine. Austria have wiped out the Celts, I think. No, the Celts still have one city left. Okay, peace treaty has expired with Boudica. Well, I doubt she's going to be attacking me anytime soon, especially given... No, you know, she does have a city. There's one in there somewhere. What did I just see there? Sydney election has been rigged. So we are now friends. Could we... perform a coup? What are the chances? Sydney, coup. 70%. Not a great chance of that happening, really. So let's go on to the next turn. Yep, the Incans don't like me. That's fine. Again, his capital isn't coastal, so I can't really attack him with my ships, which is unfortunate. Because I'd love to be able to go and do that. So I think it is a race to get to space. And Poland can into space. That's what we're aiming for. Doesn't really seem to be an awful lot going on that turn. It's the usual AI unit shuffling. Okay, our horses to Sweden has ended. Now then, what was I looking at? 10 turns until we get the porcelain tower. We have one more turn for a research agreement with Askia. We could try and get another one with Morocco. That's Askia again. It was Morocco that I wanted. Where are you, Morocco? You are there. At least I'm not at the bottom of the score table anymore. Research agreement. Yep, he's willing to do that. That is fine. So we've got another research agreement queued up. We have this cargo ship in Warsaw. You were previously going there, so let's carry on with that. Make sure we keep making gold. We don't have a huge income at the moment. We're sustainable for the time being. It's a shame that Warsaw isn't quite going to reach that fish, but... You can't have access to all of the good tiles, I suppose. I think that's about all of the fish tiles that we're going to get with any of our cities, to be honest. That one's out of reach of Wilsonia. That one's out of reach of Krakow. I don't think there's one... Well, there's one there we've already got. Yeah, not ideal. I was hoping when I put Githyonia down that we would have got that one, but then the Moroccans came and dropped Saleh, so that didn't help. A lot of happiness you have there, Sweden. I've got the worst happiness out of everybody. So another research agreement complete. That is the one with ASCII. I can't get that back right away because I don't have any money. Apparently I had another workboat queued up here that I'd completely forgotten about. So that's pretty useless to us right now. So what do we want over here? This is Githyonia. Githyonia could do with probably a lot of things. We could go ahead and give it an arsenal just to really protect it up. Although I don't think we're going to be attacked any. Let's get the amphitheatre just for the extra culture. And we'll get the temple because we can use the faith to buy stuff. Move a stats unit. We have a workboat. What are we going to do with you? I don't have any tiles that I can upgrade now. I didn't realise that I'd got that thing queued up. Yeah, you're going to be too far away. Well, I made a mistake there. I'd forgotten. This is again, you see, because it was a week since I played. I'd forgotten that I'd already got one of those queued up. So unfortunately, we're going to have to delete it. We'll get a little bit of gold back for it, but my bad. Got time for one more turn. Can't believe that the Austrians still haven't dug up that antiquities site yet. Why are they taking so long doing it? Oh no, they're coming back again. It's really strange what they're doing there. I guess I could put a unit on them and try to stop them getting it, but don't think I can get anybody there quick enough now. We'll keep a rifleman next to it, just in case we get the opportunity. If they move off it again, I'll jump on it and try and block them, and then maybe we can go out and grab it for ourselves. Probably won't, they'll probably grab it now, but it does seem strange that it's taken them so long and they still haven't been able to do anything with it yet. Yes, Morocco, I see your cannon. I am not intimidated. Well, I am maybe a little bit, but we shall have artillery soon enough, should we want it. No, they have moved away from it again. You want to go to war with Boudica? Well, normally I'd say yes, but there isn't really a lot of point. She's got one tiny little city left, and it's not really going to cause too much of a problem. So, let's go and move on to that, because that just means that Austria can't move into it, which is really nice. So, you're at war with Austria. No, you're not. No, that's fine. But I think that is a good place to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5. And hopefully at some point I will get a win on a Deity game. Once again, a big thanks to my subscriber Kenny Wilson for sponsoring this video with his generous donation on Patreon. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye for now.